Nation? Hope you're having an awesome Monday. My name, of course, is Philip DeFranco, and this is where I talk about newsy type stuff and things that matter to me today. And Nation, the first thing I want to talk about today, everyone's talking about Amazon announcing drone delivery services. And everyone kind of got really excited, but here's the deal, like, we're not going to get them anytime soon. While the idea is that you could order something and then get it delivered to your house via drone service in 30 minutes is very awesome and sexy. Even the guy running Amazon said, you know, it probably won't be available to 2015, even though it's not like till 2020 that the FAA is even going to certify commercial drones. And that's the year that actually matters, 2020, because the way Amazon wants to use these things, that's when they would have to wait till. And that's also the reason that if this is the way that things are going to be delivered in the near future, China is going to beat us. Reportedly, they could be the first place to legalize parcel delivery by drone. While the FAA has their timeline in the United States, in China right now, with the permission of the government, they are testing this. And while I do believe it is a generally cool idea, there are people on the internet not too happy saying that if this does happen, they will shoot drones from the sky. Which seems like a huge escalation of what we're talking about right now, but okay. I personally like the idea. It's 2013 going on 2014. Like, we live in the age of I want it now, give it to me now. Oh my god, I got it now. And we constantly talk about how the internet and social media are making us less personal, but really it just gives you the option of being personal with the people you actually want to and avoiding all the other people whenever possible. And this kind of segues perfectly into a news story. According to a poll, most Americans do not trust each other. Back in 1972, about half of America said most people can be trusted. That in the general social survey, where a few days ago, that same survey and that same question, only 1 in 3 Americans said that. And we have a record high 2/3 of Americans saying you can never be too careful with people. And top this with another poll that said even in everyday interactions, people don't trust each other. According to the AP GFK poll conducted last month, less than 1/3 of Americans expressed a lot of trust in clerks who swipe their credit card, drivers on the road, or people they meet when traveling. And you know, as an American, yeah, I find this true. There are very few people that I trust in this world. I don't believe that there's anyone out to get me, but I find that it's because we don't really have social things that we can kind of rally behind. My community is not brought together by religion, even patriotism the past some odd years. It's hard to be like, yeah, number one. And I guess without common goals that bring me together with my fellow man outside of the nation, it kind of becomes a you and me situation. And when things get a little bit rough, it turns into you versus me rather than us against the world. That said, trusting people, I love them. Like when I go visit some places and they do not lock their doors and that's like a thing, I'm like, really? I don't know. It was just something weird to think about, especially in this holiday season where we all come together. And from there, I want to share some stuff I loved from today. And Today in Awesome, sponsored by Netflix.com/PhillyD. You use that URL, you get a free month of in-streaming movies, and it helps out the show. And some awesome that was just announced is The Walking Dead Season 2 Episode 1 will be coming out this month. Telltale Games announced it on Twitter. I am so excited. If you have not played the first season, just do it. You don't have to be good at video games. It's essentially like a choose-your-own adventure with other things thrown in. It's one of the few games that hit me on an emotional level last year. Then a video that just oozes of awesome that I had to share with you was Alan Watts' What If Money Was No Object? Because I have so many things right in front of me, every now and then I need a kick in the face to remind myself what matters. What do I get joy out of? What will not kill me but be inconvenient and annoying, and so maybe I should just let it slide? And that's what this video is for me. There are a bunch of things that you can check out after today's show. I recommend looking at this if you're a young kid trying to find your way, or you're older and you lost your way and you're trying to figure it out still. It's something I could very easily scoff at. I'm a pretty cynical person, but I also understand that there's a difference between dreamers and dreamers who are also doers. And it's something that affected me so much, I might upload a vlog about it, so, you know, maybe link to that down below as well, or maybe tomorrow. And then finally, we have our lovely lady of the day, as recommended by the nation, Tiana Gregory, otherwise known as the model Tiana G. She was recently in Maxim magazine with even video behind the scenes goodness. She's awesome on her Instagram, and of course, the winning touch, on top of just being beautiful, she's a model who smiles. That's a win. I love when models don't look like you just stole their cookies. And if you'd like to see Tiana's sexy time gallery or anything I talk about today, links to those things down below. And then I want to talk about some celebrity news because there were 2 big pieces. The first, very sad, because Paul Walker of Fast and Furious fame died over the weekend. Reportedly, he was the passenger in a car crash that claimed 2 lives. And that's kind of where that story ends for me. It is a sad story. People die. And then I guess the additional thing with that is that when celebrities die, I get very angry at the internet, because as soon as the celebrity dies, everyone was like, oh, I was the biggest fan of insert person here, even though I never previously mentioned him. It's kind of along the lines of David Spade saying he couldn't go to Chris Farley's funeral because everyone was was just so fake, like, oh yeah, he was my best friend. No, he wasn't. Why are you making this about you? And then of course the Tumblr picture post memorial that always have like the picture of the person with a quote that was totally not their quote. Here's an easy Paul Walker quote. It's from like 2001. You know, all that really matters is the people you love are happy and healthy. Everything else is just sprinkles on the sundae. And I think that's a beautiful quote to go out on this story. Someone died, and you need to remember that it's really all about friends and family and health and love. And then the other bit of celebrity news is that Olympic diver Tom Daley came out as gay, slash bisexual, slash it's sad that it even matters. He made a video, put it up on YouTube, and he said he made it to just kind of confront all the speculation and rumors. There was an article that said he was not gay, and it made him very angry, and it was not something he was used to, so he wanted to set the record straight. He notes in the video that he still fancies girls, but he's dating a guy, and whatever. If no one's underage, no one's getting hurt or taken advantage of, love is love, just do it. I love that we live in a time that in certain places, it's like just kinda okay, bordering on cool to come out. That's awesome. I was scrounging the web the other day, and I found like an openly gay 13-year-old boy, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. Like, do you know how many places in the world currently, like, that kid would get just, like, destroyed? And even in places that accept it now, like, if you went back in time, destroyed. I think it's less of a story of how brave Tom Daley is, because it's a pretty accepting time, but it's a bigger story of how widely, like, you look at YouTube comments and you're like, these are positive? YouTube comments are positive? That's how you know change is happening, when the YouTube comments are positive. And I guess the main point of these celebrity stories is just love while you live. And then, Nation, I need to share one of the most, like, WTF/awesome Bamfy stories of the day. It starts off sad because a vessel sunk off the coast of Nigeria. It was believed that 12 people were killed. 3 days later, SA divers go through this vessel for body retrieval. There's a 14-minute video. The diver's going through. Everything's upside down. He's trying to find his way, and...
Alright, so you should be walking on the ceiling, yeah? Okay. What's that? Okay. Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive! He's alive! Okay, keep him there, keep him there.
Out of the darkness, you see a hand, one of the crew, who is actually alive. He grabs the other man's hand. And it turns out the cook of the ship, Harrison O'Keen, was still alive. He survived 3 days in the pitch black, no water, no food. And this body retrieval then turns into a rescue for this man. And the guy survived, which I don't even know what goes through your mind. I got a little short of breath when I saw that hand grab. Just 3 days of being in the pitch black at the bottom of the ocean, and then a hand grabs you. This man may in fact be the luckiest man alive. And just a story I had to share because it is so powerful. And if you want to see the full, like, 14-15 minute video, I'm gonna link to it down below. It's just amazing. But Nation, I think that's where I'm gonna end today's show, and it brings us back to that big question of the day. How long do you think that you would survive, at least even mentally, by yourself in the dark, no food, no water? I mean, do you think that you would end it on your own? It's like a hard question to ask, because hopefully we're never in that situation. But I'd love to know what you think. I say that I wouldn't be able to last, but I think, you know, I like living so much that the smallest chance I'd hold on to. Also, if you're not 100% filled in, check out SourceFed Nerd. There was also an awesome 8 facts you need to know video that went up on FHP. Remember to possibly be pelted with a $50 gift card from 4humanpeoples.com. Leave a comment down below. Maybe while you're at it, hit the like button, favorite, subscribe. And thanks again to the sponsor of today's show, Netflix.com/PhillyD. You use that URL, you get a free month of in-streaming movies, and it helps out the show. But, of course, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.